So this is my Birgi Infinite Reflections token deck. So I'm showing you some gameplay that I just recorded. So this, I forgot to start recording this match, so we're on turn 3 right now. So yeah, my opponent hits me with this card that makes me discard 2, mill 2, use 2. So something like that. Anyway, so as you can see, I got 2 of the cards I need for the combo. I have Reflections and I have Birgi. All I need is Grinning Ignis and Rumble Fort. And then I'll be able to make infinite Grinning Ignis tokens with haste. Because the fort gives all my creatures haste, and that's the whole point. Makes no sense to make a whole bunch of tokens and then you can't attack. Right? So it's good. So I got an Ignis. It would have been better to get a grinning. I got a Birgi. It would have been better to get a Grinning Ignis because then I'd be like, yes, I'm almost there. Because even without the haste ability, just being able to early game make a whole bunch of tokens and then just wait a turn to go for game is enough. Most people do scoop when I want to start making the tokens, which makes life easier for me. But I don't keep making all the tokens and then wait until I can attack it on it. But to make up for it, that's where the haste card comes in. What's nice about this combo is that most of the cards like synergize so well that I don't need to play all of them this at different times. I could play a lot of them in the same turn. For example, turn 5, play the Reflections. Turn 6, when I have 6 mana, that's more than enough for me to play all 3 Burning Birgi, which you see in my hand, right? Birgi, Ignis, right? Start doing the infinite tokens. Then on the last time, once I have enough tokens, I bounce Ignis back to my hand. He will create the 1 red and the 2 colors mana. I need to play my Rumble Fort and then just drop the Rumble Fort and all my creatures have haste. So that is the cool thing, that the first thing I just got to do is get Reflections on the field, get 6 mana, right? And then have all 3 cards in my hand, and I can make him tons of tokens and go for game. So you can see my opponent's trying to bail me out, and he scoops because clearly I got a game on board. I have about 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 9 damage on board. Not to mention the fact that I was actually going to make those tokens. I was going to use my burn down the house to make tokens and just go in for game. Now, in that battle that only lasted 3 minutes, I didn't need to use my full combo, but you notice I was only like 2 cards short of being able to do the combo. 1 card short just for doing the tokens, because the tokens is the main combo. But giving them haste is just the just to make them worth something, because being able to attack in the same turn I make them makes it important. Now imagine that if Ignis came with haste, then all the tokens would already had haste, right? That would be kind of... I'm trying to see if I can find something else that has haste that I could use. But ironically, what I'm Rumble Fort is good enough. You will see that in this gameplay. Let's try to skip some stuff, so I'll take too long with things. Gotta have flyers, gotta have some low cost cards, control cards. You see I got inscription, so I got a little bit of inscription control in here. I got grafted identities for more control. So since this deck is largely red and blue, a lot of red blue mana, it's like might as well throw in some of these control cards. Of course, burn them out, house, board wipe. So I got 1 of the 4 cards I need to go for game. So I use inscription to try to help me dig for my combo pieces. I got Reflections, I got Rumble Port, I got Birgi. I'm just one card short, just Grinning Ignis. So I board wipe. Just gotta set up the game, set up the game, right? So getting more mana, making sure I have a good amount of red. Even if you see, I played both for 6 mana. I played both Rumble Port and Birgi. So that way, next turn or the next chance I get, I'll be able to play Reflections with Grinning Ignis once I draw it, and then I have the full combo. So I have 2 of the 4 cards I need to go off and go for game. Let's see, my opponent has a 5/6 on board. Let's see what he's going to do with that. I check the card he has. It's like, okay, that's a trip card. That explains why it has 5 power. Let's skip a couple steps. Yeah, because this is where I messed up. I touched something on my phone and then all that happened. So I will be coming back to him attacking. He attacked. I took the damage. Because obviously I don't want to lose my own port, and I just drew my Grinning Ignis. So I made the right decision of taking that 5 to the face because it didn't matter. Now the fact that he has blue up, I'm like, oh man, is he gonna stop? Is he gonna counter this? But then it didn't. And I'm like, okay, is he gonna counter the Ignis? You see my cards getting a little highlighted. Clearly my opponent is like looking at my cards and reading them. You'll see that a couple times. I'm doing the combo. Yeah, 15% left on my phone. That reminds me, I gotta charge my phone. So I started doing the combo. I noticed that I'm not getting much resistance, except my phone starts lagging a bit, but not much resistance. I don't see his hands highlighting anything, so it's like, he probably doesn't have a counter spell. So, good. Now he loses. Normally at this point, I'd be like, GG, once I realize that there's a possibility he's not going to be able to stop the combo. And I just keep on going. As you can see, I just keep on doing it. So you're seeing the combo in full effect. So an interesting thing is that I have 7 lands, but it costs 8 to play both the Reflections and the Ignis. That costs 8 altogether. But because I played the Reflection, Birgi gave me 1 red mana. So that's the extra 1 I need. So I will only actually need 7 if I have her in play. So if I have her in play, I will only need 7 lands in order to play the combo. So that's something nice to keep in mind. So because I prefer to play the enchantment first, because most people have creature hate more so than they have artifact and enchantment hate. So I tend to play artifacts and enchantments first, then play the creatures second, preferably when they're tapped out, and then go off with a combo. What you saw with like turn 6, I played both of my creatures, the one that gives me haste and the one that gives me haste. Rumble Port, a Fort, and Birgi, and then on turn 7, when I had 7 mana, 7 lands, I was able to play Reflection and Grinning Ignis and perform the full combo. So I put half of the combo on the board, and then I put the other half to finish it off. Sometimes you have to do it that way because sometimes you don't get all the mana you need. Because imagine if I had to play all 4 of these in the same turn. That would be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I would need 14 mana just to play all 4 in the exact same turn. No, let me correct that. Not 14, 13. Because remember, Birgi technically counts as mana, right? She gives me 1 mana once I play something. But it depends on the order, right? Because if I play Birgi first, then play Rumble Port, I'll get 1 red mana. Then play Reflection, that gives me another red mana. So I have 2 red mana. All I need is 1 more mana, or play Ignis and then do the combo. So it's just a matter of like figuring out the math of how much mana you need to be able to play all 4 in the same turn. Me, I'm just doing it simple. It's like I play some cards, some of the combo pieces, hoping that they don't do anything. So far, the best way to go about it, like I mentioned before, was turn 5 to play the Reflection, then in turn 6 when you have 6 mana, then you can play Birgi, then Ignis, do the combo, make sure you say Elemental when you play Reflection, and make a whole bunch of grinning Ignis tokens, and then bounce the Ignis back to the hand to make the 1 red and 2 colors, and then play the Rumble Port, so that way all your tokens have haste and you can attack with all of them. So, and that's the end of the video.